was living in the 1920s, I would have been a philanthropist. Just not sure how I would have funded that. Yeah, we've got 4,200 hectares. We're growing 1,100 hectares of cotton, and then we've got other crops of durum, a little bit of popcorn, maize, and prunes. It's mainly siphons, and we've got some bankless channel irrigation as well. With the automated system, you can start and stop and change your flow rates within 2 hours notice, and it just saves water. There's no wastage. You can cut off exactly at the right time. You can do it remotely. We're focused on always going onto a fallow, and we think that gives us the best shot at a top yield. Biosecurity is really important for us because it's a new region, new cotton area, and you're starting off clean without any weed or disease, and the only way to keep them out is biosecurity.
Yeah, if I was born in the 1920s, I think I'd like to have been a doctor in the country, to travel around with a horse and buggy and my little black bag. Look, the size of the property all up is around about the 14,000 acres. Yeah, 6,000 hectares, I guess, roughly, Simo. We put in 1,000 hectares of cotton. We try to put in 1,000 hectares of cotton each year, and probably 1,200 of dry land crop.
By virtue of the fact that we're growing our primary crop, irrigated crop, which is cotton, on fallow each year, we're able to use a little bit less fertiliser because we're naturally mineralising some fertiliser over some urea over the fallow period, but also because it's giving us the opportunity to grow the crop on country that's in really good conditions, so we get a really good efficiency of the inputs that we do apply.
We now operate on a 1 in, 1 out rotation. We do strive for high yields. We are really pushing ourselves, but probably more importantly, we've reduced our inputs, and over time I think we'll save water as well. So we've made the farm a lot more productive, and hopefully, as years go ahead, we'll keep achieving some good yield results.
If I could meet someone from the 1920s, it'd be Albert Einstein, because he was very smart and I'd probably learn something. We've got a total of 2,200 hectares here, 650 hectares irrigation with a mix of flood and centre pivots, 440 hectares centre pivots, the remainder is flood. We've got an allocation of the chinchilla weir. We've also got flood harvesting water, which is obviously once the river's over a certain height or flowing at a certain megs per day we can start. Overland flow and water, treated CSG water. Since I've come home, we actually have really pushed the centre pivots. We started with about 120 hectares of flood irrigation, and after I went and did a prac year for uni, really saw the benefits that pivots had in that business, and I could see a real fit in our area. On average, I'd say they're probably 20 to 30% better on water than flood. We can get pretty good yields out of them, like our best yields are about 13 plus bales out of it. We've spent a lot of time on levelling country to get the best flow off water, get the best infiltration, get the best crop, because obviously if you're really profitable, your farm's really profitable, and you can really build on that. I'm really proud that someone has thought that our enterprise is good enough to be at this level.
In a parlor, you would think the war was on if you knew Susie like I know Susie. Oh, what a girl.